What kinds of emails do you receive about your work or studies?
I receive emails about trainings, about how my performances are going at work, and for my studies, I receive updates about a topic or about something we're treating in class.
All right. Do you prefer email, phone, or text with friends? Let me take that again. Do you prefer to email, phone, or text your friends?
I think I prefer to text my friends because you see them in person and it's quite easier. So yeah, I prefer speaking to them in person.
Do you reply to emails or messages as soon as you receive them?
Yes, I do.
Are you happy to receive emails that are advertising things?
What? Sorry, I didn't get that.
Are you happy to receive emails that are advertising things?
Yes, I am because it just keeps me updated about.
We've come to the end of your part one. Moving on, you will have to talk about a topic for 1 or 2 minutes. You have 1 minute to
Okay.
think about what you're going to say. You can make notes to help you if you wish. So I will be sharing that cue card with you right now. You will find it on the group. So
On the group.
yeah, I'm sending it now. I'm sending it to the group now. So it's there. Sent. So you have a minute to put down what to say. Your time start now.
Hello.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, uh, I. Oh, guys. Right. I know of an hotel at Manchester, and the hotel is quite big. Is it looks very majestic. It's really it's really nice, and they've got really good customer service. Um, the facilities in the hotel are quite good. They've got nice rooms. They've got nice, nice rows, nice toilets, nice kitchen. Everything in the hotel is good. And let me finish the call. And the reason why the reason why you should uh, you should be in the hotel is because they have a very good customer service and they treat their customers really well. Then you get to have nice time with your families and friends in the hotel. You're safe from any kind of harassment or any kind of bad people that want to come around.
I'm going to share this video with you so you will score yourself. All right, we've come to the end of the speaking test. Wow. Ibukun, Okay, I understand that you've not been in class because of the work. You're shuffling between. Hi, happiness, you're here. Welcome. Just tell me as soon as you're ready, okay? All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so here is what you should do, Ibukun. Imagine I'm out with you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Imagine I'm out with you. Let's say we are going out to have a cup of coffee, or we're just going out for lunch. Would you communicate that way with me? If I should ask you how you feel about getting advertising email, will you say that I like it, and you would just like any of you, right? You tell me exactly how you feel about getting advertising email you don't even want your phone in the first place, right? You will tell me naturally how you feel. So I want you to know that your speaking test is not a formal setting. Okay. It's not a formal interview, and it's not so an informal interview. I can say it's a semi-formal test, which means you have to be free. Okay. The noise is coming from your end, Ibuko, right? Okay. So one, you have to be free. You have to be comfortable. The examiner is actually doing his job. I'm very sure you don't want to trade your band score for anything. He's doing his job and he's definitely going to get paid after a few hours. So you don't want to come and give him your band score. This is your opportunity to show your skill. You all can speak. I've literally had conversations with you and I know you can express yourself. So I don't know why you're hiding. Come out, express yourself. If you're a student, you could go by saying, yes, I'm a student, I'm currently studying this at this university. Yes, I've been in a hotel, one in Manchester. That was some time ago in 2025 or 2024. I went there with my friends to have yada, 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 whatever you went there to do. Just be free communication. Now, let me tell you something, Ibuku. The examiner is not after what you're saying, is not a test of IQ or if you have a prior knowledge of the questions you've been asked. They just want to know if you can communicate, and that is what you can do. But you're not showing them that you can. You're literally starting with words, and you're not supposed to because you are fluent. I know you're fluent. So you have what to say. Why not just come out and express yourself? Okay? So the first thing you need to calm down, one, and then what kinds of emails? Okay, happiness. That noise is coming from you because you are fluent. I know you're fluent. So you have what to say. Why not just come out and express yourself? Okay? So the first thing you need to calm down, one, and then you need to stop seeing the examiner as a robot. the examiner is not a robot, it's actually a human being that you can have conversations with. So you just need to have that conversation. You don't know him, he doesn't know you. So just talk and get your band's call and leave. And then what else that I need you to? I need you to work on your fluency. Like I need you to try as much. Where's the noise come? Okay, it's coming from you, book. Okay. I need to try as much as you can not to break in between words. If you're asked a question, right, and you don't know what to say, you could just there are starters you can use to just hold a break. Stuff like, well, I love this. Actually, I did that. You're using the well or actually to like calm down. But the examiner doesn't know that that's what you're doing. You're using that to like settle down before you get right into the business of the day. Okay. So do you think you can you do one more this time around? I need us to have just simple conversations. Okay. I need you to like calm down. Let's just talk. Okay. Do you think you can do one more? Okay. So let's just do
No,
it.
it's coming from me, and I'm looking for.
Okay, happiness. That's that not.
There's noise here.
We can actually hear you.
No, okay.
Okay.
But okay. Since I stay here, is it better now?
Yes, it's better now. So let me just finish off with Ibukun, then you come on board, okay? Okay?
All right.
Okay. So let me just round up this. All right. So let's go. Ibukun, so we're going to take that over again. Let's go. Good afternoon and welcome to the IELTS speaking test. My name is Mary Unadike and you are
Blessing.
Blessing. I did like to ask you some personal questions.
Okay.
How many languages can you speak?
I can speak at least two languages. I can speak English and I can speak Yoruba, and that's my native language.
Okay. How useful would English be to you in your future?
It's gonna be really, it's gonna be really uh, useful to me because of where I see myself as. I want to be a nurse, so I think English would be a big part of my job because I would need to speak to the people that I'm dealing with. So yeah, I would. English is a very big part of my professional life and my basic life.
Okay. What do you
Remember the way I was taught. I remember how I had to understand the language. It was quite fun, to be fair, because the teacher didn't make it really hard for me to understand the language, and it was useful for me. I mean, it was my native language, so it was fun to learn. It was easy. It was the best.
what do you think would be the hardest language for you to learn?
I would be French because honestly, I think French is just very quite hard. I've always wanted to learn it, but then I cannot. Like, it's just not. It's not coming. I mean, I'm open in learning French, but then it the Komansaibu and everything. No, I cannot speak French. It's not. Nah, it's hard for me.
Okay. We've come to the end of your part one. I must say I enjoyed the part one. I enjoyed these over the previous one. Now let's move on to the part two. In the second part, you will have to talk about a topic for 1 or 2 minutes. You have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say. You can make some notes to help you if you wish. Let me do the screenshot and then here you have it. Okay, you have a minute to put on what to say. After a minute, I'm going to delete that note. So your time start now.
Right. There was this website that I bought like a very nice red top from, and I really, really liked it. It was Shane, but then I wouldn't really say that it was like a website, but you could get it using their website, and it was really quite. I liked it. I liked the. It was easy for me to get an item, and I liked the quality of the top. I liked it fitted me a lot, and they got my view the way I wanted it was how it was. It was not a fake. It was really good, and the quality was superb. I loved everything. I loved the packaging. I loved the fittings, and I feel like it's where you can buy any other clothes you want, because I've I've also explored the website, and I see quite amazing materials, clothes, any kind of wearing. It's amazing. You can definitely buy anything you want. So the quality is actually quite.
Okay. Thank you. We've come to the end of your speaking tests. All right, so that was great. I did prefer this one over the previous one. Your fluency was there. I would give you a 7 over 10. Try not to repeat words. Try not to repeat words. I feel you could do better than this. Like, I just don't know, but I just feel like you could do, like, you can do better than this, right? You can do better than this. So why hiding all of those? Bring them out and express yourself. Don't forget, this is also to every one of you here. You're great. You're good. You can speak. Okay? Open your mouth and say everything that is in your mind. Answer to the question. So I'm going to mark you, I'm going to give you a 7 for cohesion and coherence. That is to say, you answered the question directly, you answered the question, you didn't answer what is in your mind. You were able to answer the question that was given to you. So it's one thing to be asked the question and another to give response to that question directly, right? And aside repetition of words like I heard I like more than twice. You can use synonyms to I like. Okay, you can use anything. If you've used I like twice, you can try to use another word to show that you really appreciate something, you really enjoy it. You would go over and over again. So that's basically it. So well done. I need you to give me a response to the question on Cambridge 18. Speaking Cambridge 18. I need you to get a partner, do the speaking with the partner, and send it to the class. Okay, did you get that?
Yes, I did.
Okay, please. Get a partner, ask the partner to please ask you questions, and then just have that mindset like, okay, this is an exam settings. Tell the person, okay, please, can you ask me questions while I do the response? So do that and forward to the class. Okay? That will be all. And happiness, you can come on board. So while happiness is doing the summary for the speaking test, please you can ask her any question, just feel free to ask the question and then I will respond to it. I will be in the background going through your speaking recordings. Okay? I'm here. Let me change this network to a stable one.
Network.
Yeah, I'm going to change to a stable one so you can get me. I think this mine is stable. This one is stable. Let me use this one. I'm just surprised.
Network.
Happiness, can you hear me?
can hear you now.
Are you okay? Is the network disturbing you, or you're free to continue?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, so let me just switch to a better network, more stable network. Okay, I have switched. Okay, please come on board.
All right. Welcome everyone to class today. I know I was a little bit late, but I'm glad to see everyone. Though I'm using my phone because I'm not on my laptop and I can't see everyone's faces, just know it. So I'm happy to be able to join the class today. So today I'll be summarizing the speaking test, and I would start with saying that I feel like the speaking test is not as cumbersome as how I thought it would be, because I took my time to go through it and I noticed they are just like key formats and like hints that we need to be able to smash this test. The IELTS speaking test is just like a face to face test where the examiner would just want to assess us to know how well you can speak with
Good
people,
afternoon.
uh,
Welcome to your
especially
IELTS
communicating
speaking
with
test.
people
My name
in
is
the
Faith
foreign
Peter,
language.
and you are?
Since you are going
My
to
name is Akitola Moronkola.
a community where
What
they
would you
have
like to be
one
called?
native language, which is the
I
English
would like
language.
to be
So
called by
they
my
just
first
want to
name,
know if they can
Moronkola.
be able to communicate freely with them,
We
if
will
they
now
can be able to
proceed to
understand everything
your
you're saying, and then to
IELTS
know if
Part
you
1.
have a handful grasp of the English language. And then the test is divided into three. The part one is
What kind of
also
email do
called
you receive about
introduction
your work
and
or
the
studies?
interview. Most questions you would encounter on this part one
The kind of emails
is
I
like a
receive
question that you like
mostly
a
from my
random
work
question would be asked,
because I
maybe
work in a
where when did you meet the
hospital
new
and
person? So they ask the
the
personal
information
questions
are being
about
passed through our
your home,
emails.
your work,
But
your
that was what
studies,
was
your
required
hobbies, or even
while we
your
were
area of interest, even your family.
at the job,
So
and it was
the
important that
goal
we
of
got our
this
emails
test is actually to
so
help
that
you to
information
be
could be
able to
passed across
express yourself
whenever there
naturally
is.
and freely without having any way to maneuver your
Do
speaking,
you
right?
prefer to
So, and
email,
it's also advisable
phone,
to
or text
give a direct
your
question,
friend? Why?
like a direct answer when they ask you these
I prefer
personal questions, like,
texting my friends
for example, do you love
to email
pets?
because
Or
texting is
do you love flowers?
faster. And
When you
another
say
reason why I
yes,
prefer texting
you're supposed to
to
give a
email
direct
is
answer.
because
For example, you say
I
yes,
do not
you
check
should
my
go
mails
ahead to
every
add
day.
in your
In
reply
fact,
to it,
sometimes I
not
go
giving
weeks
like
without
short
checking my
responses
emails.
or
But
just a
I
direct
check
answer.
my
Yes,
text messages
you,
every
if
day,
you're
so
saying
which
yes, you
makes
should
it
have that
easier
this
to
invisible why, just like the
exchange
name said.
messages with my
You should
friends.
answer that invisible why. Going further, like saying
Do
because,
you
and you
reply
add more
emails
information.
and
And if you're
messages
saying
as
no,
soon
you
as
should
you
give
receive them?
um,
Why?
what do
Why
you call
not?
it, that invisible why not
Yes,
you are
I do.
going to. Then you now
I do.
have the
I do
part
reply
two, which is
emails
also
as soon as
called
I receive
the
them
long
because
term. This
the
part
moment
two
I get
is
an
where
email, then
they give
I
you
know
the examiner
it
will
must
give
have been
you
a
a
very
key card,
important
and you'll be asked to
that I have to
describe
attend to
a
immediately.
like
And mostly these emails are
you'll
from
be
work,
giving it.
and I know that it is a priority to attend to it immediately. Are you happy to receive emails that are enticing to you? Why? Why not?
Happiness, are you there?
I am.
Hello. So I think the network. I think the network. All right. So still on what she's saying, let me just continue from here before she comes back. The speaking part one is more on your personal questions. Okay. Can everyone hear me? Can everyone hear me? You can just give me your reaction.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So while we're waiting for happiness to come on board, let's continue. So the part one is basically a personal question. I know there are some items online where you find topics, part one topics, but I just want to be true with you. Realistically, there's nothing like topics that you will find in the IELTS test, or just have it in mind that any questions coming to me from the part one is my personal question. So it's about you. It could be about where you live. It could be about something you enjoy doing. It could be about anything, maybe what you don't even have ideas on, but the question will usually be for you. Okay? So just have that in mind. And then in this part one takes 5 minutes at most. You could have less, okay? But it takes 5 minutes at most. Happiness, are you back? I don't think so. Okay, let's continue. So I remember an experience with a friend. So he said he was happy. So was it Gozi, or was happy that when during his speaking test, the examiner did not even take up to 10 minutes. Whether she was hungry, though that was a physical speaking. You don't know if he was hungry or so, but she just asked him questions and yada yada, and he had a good band score for speaking. I'm not saying this would be your case though, but you could even get a better opportunity. But whatever it is, regardless, you have to just be prepared. Okay, some of you have listened to your recordings, and I'm quite impressed. So the band score for now for your fluency is there. Your fluency is there. Your cohesion and coherence has to do with how you respond to this word, to these questions. I think you're getting it now. And when it comes to grammar, though there are still struggles with some here and there, but I would advise you use more of contraction. Contraction, she can't. She can, she wouldn't. She cannot. Contraction, you know what contractions are? The shorter form of a word. You don't want to say them entirely, so you contract. Most native speakers contracts. Okay? They are known for their contraction. They contract a lot. So this helps you sound better and more proficient, and helps you sound like someone that is really, their grammar is at the advanced level. And try to make complex sentences. Okay, I talked about complex sentences. I thought about clause. What are clause? I said clause are incomplete sentence, right? They are not as complete as a sentence. Why sentence are complete? We're starting off with a capital letter and ending with a full stop. Then what are complex sentence? Complex sentence are an independent clause with a dependent clause. So, like, how do I put it? Complex sentence is when you pick two dependent clause and you merge it together with a conjunction. You pick two dependent clauses, and you know when something is dependent means it's not complete, right? Then you merge it with a conjunction. Or sentence complex sentence can also be picking two independent clauses. That's clause sentences that, or clauses that can stand on their own. Then you merge them with a conjunction. What are conjunction? Conjunctions are something like and, but, because. All of these are conjunction. They are used to merge words, group of sentences together. Obi is a boy. Obi is a boy. That's a simple sentence, and also that's a clause. Okay, that's a simple sentence. Also, that's a clause. All right. So Obi is a boy. Ada is a girl. Obi is a boy and Ada is a girl. So these are two independent sentences. You brought and as a conjunction to merge them together, and they made perfect sentence. So when I say make complex sentence, the use of just and, the use of because. She was drenched by the rain, or she got to school late because she was drenched by the rain. Right? Okay. Or she, okay, sorry. Welcome back, happiness. Are you here? Okay. Let's say she's still trying to stand there. For example, this is the boy whom I talked about. This is the boy. This is the boy. In that case, that's incomplete, right? Okay, you're back, happiness. Sorry, I think network locked you out. Good.
It's not network. My phone, my iPhone is hitting.
Are
It's
you,
too hot, and
are,
when it gets too hot, you just switch everything off.
are you under the
Everything
sun?
that is open, to just switch it off.
Sorry. Are you under the sun? Or
Yeah, I'm
it
outside because inside is too noisy.
Oh,
Yes, yes, I'm outside.
sorry, so
It's
sorry.
too noisy inside, so I had to come outside.
Do you think you can still continue or
Yeah, I can.
okay. So you can go on, please.
Okay, sorry guys. Okay, I was speaking on the part two, and I said that the part two can also be called a long form. This is because it takes usually 3 to 4 minutes. You'll be given a cue card with a topic for you to like make a short note or write down something that you would speak from, because you'll be speaking for 2 minutes
That are
uninterrupted.
advertising
So
things, and this is
when they
because
give you
I
this
feel
card,
it's a waste of
you are
time
meant
and
to
my
write
resources.
like
A
they
waste of
they'll
time
give you
and
something like
resources in the
describe a
sense that
situation.
checking through
So
emails
you should
for
write when you are
advertisements is
discussing
just
what
going to
happened
while
in the
away my time
situation.
and
Just
probably waste
answer the
some of my
question why,
data,
when, what, how you felt
which I feel is
about a
not
particular
necessary.
thing. So then you begin. When you start speaking, do not stop or pause
That
in the
concludes your
way
speaking
until
test part one.
your 2 minutes is
We will
done.
now
It's
move on to
advisable
part
that you
two.
keep speaking. That is why you are meant to write down those short notes, because this is what will help you like to organize your ideas and your thoughts. This will also help you to keep speaking without like stopping too soon. And then the part three is more like a discussion where
My name
he
is
or
Chief
she,
Sadat,
that's the examiner,
but
will
I do
ask
like
you
to be
and
called
you will
Sad.
respond, and it
I
usually
work and
takes
live in
3 to 5
Kampala.
minutes, and it's more like a deeper
I
discussion
work in an
pertaining to
interior
your
designing
part
shop.
two question.
We have products like
The question that will come
curtains,
from part
curtain
three will
rods,
usually
blinds,
be a question
and
from
sofas,
will also relate to your
beds
part
and
two
bed
question.
sheets, and so
So
on and so forth.
you
I
are
work with two of my
advised to
brothers.
use
One is called Yasin, the other
to
is called
use
Seka.
things that describe like broader perspective. You're not you're not supposed to personalize this answer. Like when answering part three question, you don't personalize it. You don't say um, you don't use words like I think or in my opinion. You should. This is more like a tip. You should use something like generally speaking, or most people believe that, or most people think that, because it's a broader perspective, like a general topic, not your personal question. And then it is also advisable to use, from time to time, try to infuse complex sentences according to our tutor. She said that
To the part
using
one,
complex
what kind
sentences
of
also
emails do you
means
receive
that you
about
are
your work
a high banded
postings?
candidate. So using complex
Emails
sentences
we
will
receive
also help
at work in the
in
interior
your speaking
designing.
test.
A
So,
customer goes to our website
sorry, does anybody
and
have
sees
any
our
question?
products. They can inquire through emails and maybe make
Sir? Sorry, who's speaking?
product requests. Also, our business
Hello?
opened through
Can anyone hear me?
Yes, 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 yes. I can hear you. I don't know. Sadat, can you hear her? Ijoma, can you hear her? Glory, can you hear her? Do you have any questions for her?
I can hear her. Yes, I have a question.
Okay, Ijoma, please ask.
What can you give us to reduce fillers? Like, I have a this challenge of using what so what tips or what strategy can I use to minimize it?
Feel us, right?
I think your voice is breaking.
Okay, just take that again. Although I got you though, but take that again.
Ijoma, please, can you repeat your question? Okay, I said, what tips can you give us for reducing fillers? I just use okay, like when answering fillers. Yes, when answering the questions. Let's say maybe you are asked like an opinion question. and you want to approach, like you want to bring out your answer, you can use fillers like well, I think, then you continue, in my opinion, then you now state your opinion. You can also use fillers like actually, in my opinion, I think, then you give your response. Do I answer your question?
Some parts of it,
Maybe I didn't actually
because it's not
understand
at
the
the
question.
beginning that most people use. It. Usually throughout the sentence, just keep putting it everywhere.
Yeah, that is, of course. You can use well, you can use actually, depends on how the question comes.
Okay. I don't know if I can just put in my 1 cent. Can I put in my one? Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, yeah. You all can hear me, right?
Sure, Mary. Sure, sure.
Aside the fillers that you can see me doing right. Aside the fillers happiness talked about, and I also shared, naturally you will like you might startle. Even with band 9, they are not saying with band 9 you will be perfect, rapid like a native speaker. If you are a native speaker in the first place, you won't even be taking the IELTS test. What they are saying is not for it not to be too often. You shouldn't do that often. You shouldn't do that all the time, right? If you're using fillers like where you ask a question, do you prefer rice or beans? Well, I think beans works best for me because it's proteinous, right? And I can get energy from it, some sort of energy from it because I know that 50% of beans is carbohydrate while the other 50 is proteinous. So when you mix that together, that's something good for the body. So I think I would go for beans. This is my response. I will home at some point, but what we are saying is this: the best way to avoid fillers is to be more confident. Is to be more confident, and the only way to get comfortable with something is when you practice all the time. Use the fillers we have introduced to you, right? Use the fillers we've introduced to you. The well, yes, I think so. Not really. That works best for me. I didn't see that coming. Okay, perfect. All of these are nice ways to get stick pauses, okay? All of these are nice ways to just put your minds together. But at intervals or in the course of your response, you might experience some sort of startling, or you're not saying things the way they are in your mind, but that doesn't mean you will get a zero band score. Your band score will still be high. But what we are saying, don't make that so obvious. Don't make it so obvious. You shouldn't all the time, okay? You shouldn't do that frequently. That's it. So, Ijoma, I don't know if I answered the question.
Yes, yes, thank you.
You're welcome. More questions, please. Happiness, thank you so much. If you still have more to share with us, I think you should go on.
Okay, I just want to highlight like the marking criteria,
Okay.
like the four criteria that the examiners will consider when giving a score for your IELTS speaking test. I want to talk on fluency and coherence. I myself, I know, I know it's
Oh, network again. Network again. Please pardon happiness. Pardon the network. All right. So just to add to the ones you have already. Hello, are we all there, or is from my end? Okay, okay. So just to add to the ones we have already for fillers, we have aside the well, you can use I think so, depending on the question. You can use very, you can use really, in fact, all of these things are fillers, sort of. Not really. Don't say, oh, not really. Stop. All of these things are fillers. Really, well, I think so. In fact, yes. Actually, like this, like that, all of this are fillers. Okay? So you use them to hold or break, use them to put your thoughts together. Yeah. Do you think, for example, the question is a do you question?
Okay.
Yeah, someone is saying something.
Can you please mention them again? I'll just put it on the screen. I'm noting it down.
I will
For me
post.
to write.
I will try to put them. Hey, my distant. Okay, I will put them. I'll put them on the group. I don't know why my it's not screenshot. I'll put them in the group. Okay. So, for
Okay.
example,
Just
yeah.
just put fillers.
Okay. Okay. So that everyone will know that that's fillers. Okay. So, for example, you have a question. Do you think technology? Do you think the invention of technology outweighs? Okay. How do we put this question now? Do you think the invention of technology made life easier? Happiness, welcome back. So sorry. Do you think the invention of technology made life easier? A good filler to start off that. Remember what I told you. Do you think the invention of technology made life easier? A good filler will say, I think so. If you agree. I think so. That's a good filler. I don't think so. Because it would have been better if this was this way. If it took this route, if this happened. Okay? So a good filler will be, I think so. Native speakers will always answer directly. That's, sorry, happiness. So that's me telling you, always answer directly. I think so. I don't think so. Actually, it would have been, well, not really. Okay? All of these things are fillers. It helps you sound more natural. Okay, not like someone thinking of what to say. Okay, okay, blessing, your hand is up. Please go on, blessing. Blessing, go on. You can go on.
Can you just say like yes?
Good.
I think. I mean, yeah. Can you just be like yes? I think it's good.
I, I think you guys forgot something. Yeah is actually an English word. It's correct, grammatically correct. Yeah is correct. Yeah, like YEAH is correct. So you can use that.
Okay.
Yes, that's a synonym of yes. Another way to say yes. Yeah, good. So it's correct. It's just that we see that as informal, but in this it's this setting is not like a formal interview, yeah. So you can, yeah, I think so. So you can use that. Happiness, are you here now?
Yes, yeah, I'm here.
Okay, okay, please
So
continue.
there's something I noticed about fluency and coherence.
Okay.
I think when I started with the speaking test, it's tried to like hold down my answers. But when I changed it, I think it helped me, and that is like overthinking my answer. Like I remember the first time you asked me a question, I was just thinking about this answer. I kept thinking how to structure it, how to simplify, if it's actually true, if I should maybe forge a story. But I noticed on the long run that your answer doesn't actually matter. The actual answer that you give does not matter. What matters is your ability to keep speaking, to keep flowing in your answer, right? Since it's not like an IQ test or a knowledge test, they don't even want to know if the story or what you are saying is true. All they are after is to know how fluent you can speak, if you can be free, like when you are speaking. So I think that is one tip to achieve a good level of fluency and coherence
Uh,
in the speaking test.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes.
That's a good one. That's a great one. If not that, this is just some speaking test. I know most of us, we are mindful speakers, and everyone encourages, like people will encourage you to always be a mindful speaker, right? Everyone encourages that. Being a mindful speaker, it means you flow with your thoughts. when you are asked a question, that silence is golden. But when it comes to this IELTS speaking test, you don't need to be silent. In fact, if you're quiet for tests like PTE, the AI automatically marks you down, like you failed the speaking test. So that's one thing about PTE, because PTE is not marked by humans, it's marked by robots. So unnecessary pauses is already giving a signal that you're not efficient enough for the speaking test. You might be marked out. But for when it comes to IELTS, and I'm talking with Ijoma, and Ijoma is asking me like, Mary, where do you live? I shouldn't be thinking about where I live because I want to arrange fillers. Are you getting me? So that's why I encourage speaking naturally. Okay, don't cram your response. Don't be so perfect. Don't try to be don't don't try to be like a robot. Just respond. Where do you
Just
live?
come out.
Yes, yeah. Don't try to cram your response. That's why I tell my students this, and this has helped them a lot. Don't cram your response. Just speak naturally. I didn't know my laptop hasn't been on. Imagine. So don't cram your response. Okay, let me give an example now. Ijoma, can you unmute your mic? Hello, Ijoma. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
What did you have for dinner last night?
Actually, I had cereal last night.
Okay, Ijoma, that was a quick one. And then you had cereal last night. You didn't even gist me. It's supposed to be a gist now. So if I was having this conversation, so you just stop there. Ah, it's gist now. You tell me why you had cereal now. You had all the options to take something heavy and you decided to take cereal. It could be that you were exhausted, you had a long day, so you couldn't fix anything for yourself. You just decided to settle for cereal. And that's what you got. And you slept off. You understand? Just tell me something. Make it real. Do you get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this is 2025. Will you love to be in Nigeria by 2025 December?
Actually, I will prefer to be somewhere in Canada by the end of this year. And that is because I'm hoping that my son will gain admission into one of the universities there. I feel that it will be easier for him to go to school with family support. So I think that's why I would prefer to be outside of Nigeria by the end of this year.
That's a good one. I had this friend that his son was out, not Canada, I think I can't really place my hand on it, the country, but he's returned already because he was there alone by himself. He felt alone, he felt depressed at some point and all that. They had to just come back home, bring him back home so he can have his family around. So I did advise if anyone is going over there, always go with a family member or just have them around, not too far from you, so you have someone to call to speak to at any point in time. That's a good one. Well done, Ijema. I think this conversation is we didn't cram anything, did we? We didn't cram anything, so everything was just good. That's what I want you to
It's
do.
flowing.
It's flowing. That's what I want you to do when you get to the exam. Forget everything you've heard about IELTS. Forget what people are saying. The way they are hyping this test is not it. It's not even up to that. Okay? So it's just the hype is just so much. It's not what you think. Get there, deliver, speak, talk. Look at what you're doing already on the group. This is excellent. Your words, your choice of words are nice. And I would love to point out something. If you're reporting something that happened in the past, make sure you just keep it at the past tense. Use your past tense. Okay? Previously. If something happened in the past tense. If it's something that will happen in the future, use your future tense. Okay? And if it's in the present, use your present tense. If you are still struggling with your past, present and future tense, reach out to me. I have a material on tenses that will help you. I have material on grammar that will help you, so you reach out to me after this class for that material. All right, guys. Any more questions before we call it a day? Tomorrow, this is everything about speaking that you need to know. If you have a question, please just ask me now or forever see you in the exam.
I don't know why I can't see your faces vividly.
Yeah, maybe maybe because you're using a small phone. Maybe you need to get a bigger phone like mine. You know, good phone, big phone.
I see your
Pardon
faces.
me. Okay, any question, please? Sadat, do you have any question for me? You're wrapping up
No,
speaking.
not yet.
I'm still going through your work though. Sadat, I noticed something in the first parts. Your first audio, you were telling me, I don't know if it's the same question or if you got my instruction. I said everybody should do that question, that particular question I forwarded to the group. And your first recording was talking about you being into design and your brothers are into design, and you were saying a lot of personal things there, and that's actually not relating to the question.
No, actually, in the first part, we were just going to talk about myself, my work,
They did that.
fun.
Let me check.
Yeah, the first part of the question.
What
Talk
kind?
about yourself, your family, studies,
Oh, I,
your work,
I,
all
I,
that.
I think you missed
Hmm?
the question then. Okay, wait. I actually, the question I forwarded to the group was about emails. Okay, wasn't that what you did?
Yeah, it's about email.
Okay,
Uh,
I think you got the wrong one.
okay.
Or what?
Anyway, my part two was about
Yes.
Okay, I think. Do you know what I think Sadat is submitting his tax of 2 days ago. I think that's what you're submitting today. Yes, the tax that was given 2 days ago, that's what you're submitting today. So, but there's this, yeah, yeah. I think that's why we got that mixed up. We gave a tax yesterday about emails, okay? So if you can do that, if you can do that, I would really appreciate it. Okay, the one you're
okay.
submitting,
I'll do that.
yeah, the one you're submitting now is for 2 days ago. You didn't submit in time. So I don't think I'm going to listen to your recording because you did not submit when appropriate. And you didn't reach out to me to give me reasons why you didn't submit it. So I'm sorry. Okay, so I have someone else's assignment here. Okay, okay. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. So, okay, any question? Please ask me.
I
Egosa.
have a question.
Okay, please go
I
on.
have a question.
Okay, go on, please.
Hello, can I go on?
Yes, yes. If you please go on.
Okay. In the day of the exam, how is the question going to be presented to us? As regards this speaking test, maybe we were using a computer base. Are we going to have all the questions being displayed for us to see?
Okay. Thank you very much for that brilliant question. Okay. If we on the exam day, your questions will not be displayed to you. The same thing. What I'm doing here is what you will have, but the difference is that it will be on a live call, a video call. So you'll be on a video call with somebody, an examiner, an IELTS examiner, and try to listen very carefully. If you didn't get what the question he asked or she asked, make sure you say, please, can you take that again? Or pardon, sorry. Don't say come again. Come again is only God that can come again. So, like, pardon, sorry, I didn't get that. And listen attentively. Make sure your headphones are working. Make sure guys, make sure your headphones are working. Test it. Check. There's time for testing. Okay? To make sure that nothing stops anything. Of course, you have to pray too. And then your examiner will just be the one to ask. I think speaking is the only test where your examiner, that examiner, like dictates what your band score should be. Yeah. So if you start off, so first impression, you know what they say about first impression is lasting impression. There's usually this first introductory part before the main test. That part will not be recorded, will not be scored. Maybe that's why I'm asking you, good afternoon or welcome to the IELTS speaking test. My name is Mary and you are. You go by and so that part will not be marked, will not be graded. Okay, is when you move into the business of the day where you have some other questions coming along. That's the ones that will count. So it's advised you prepare for this test. Listen to the examiner, and when you are asked, speak up. Don't shout. Don't speak out. Okay? Yes, my name. You know, there's what we call enunciation. Enunciation is different from pronunciation. Enunciation, yes, enunciation is your ability to emphasize on words, okay? Your ability to pronounce words correctly, give that emphasis on words. When you talk, talk well, open your mouth. Let us know that what you are saying is advertisement. 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 I'm happy, like people. Yes, these are the things I love to do. I like it when it's hot. I like it when it's cold. Enunciate, like talk good, so that they will hear what you're saying and you will not lose marks. Good. For the sake of IELTS, you will not lose marks. And so that's it. But on the second part, that's the part two, you will have that cue card on your screen. And then when I say, you have a minute to put down what to say. For the benefit of Blessing, Blessing was literally speaking off the top of her head, and I must give her flowers. She had everything all figured out. But to be more excellent in your response, I did advise you, because you'll be given the writing materials. I did advise you just pull down what to say. Okay, where did it happen? What hotel? Sunville at Manchester. Where? Manchester. How did you feel about it? Excited? Did they have necessary facilities? Yes, they had top-notch facilities. And then you go on. Remember, it's a speaking test. You can use idioms. For those of you that like using idioms, you can use idioms to express yourself. But make sure that the idioms you're choosing are the ones that the examiner can relate to. For example, I think everyone on the face of the earth can relate to, she actually let the cat out of the bag. I didn't want to let the cat out of the bag, but I had to, because there was no choice left. You understand? So you're like trying to say, I said what I wasn't supposed to say. It was meant to be a surprise, but I said it. That means I let the cat out of the bag. So you can use idiom to express yourself. This is not a formal, so we will call this a semi formal interview. Yes, brethren and sisterin. Any other question? Literally, I can't even see your face. Your faces, so I feel like I'm speaking to AI. But it's fine. It's fine. That's what you want. It's fine. Guys, please switch on your cameras. Biko, blessing. Blessing will just not switch on her camera. Sad that. Thank you. Switch on your camera. Stop saving data. The money is meant to be spent. Spend the money. All right. So, if you do you have any other question for me?
No.
Okay. Okay. Akintola, any other question? We are done with speaking. Blessing, do you have any other question for me? I'm seeing half of your face. It's fine. No problem. No problem. I'm not even seeing any other face, okay? It's fine. All right, guys. I'll see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. We're starting about listening. Come prepared. Listening is one interesting part. It's one interesting part of the IELTS test. And it's basically, I think it's 75% practice and 25% class discussion. So listening is more of practice, practice, and practice. But here's an assignment for you all. Please go listen to this TED podcast. I'll be forwarding the TED podcast to the group. Listen to the TED podcast ahead of tomorrow. Listen to the TED podcast and don't watch any any movie in your dialect, in your local dialect. Don't speak any form of funny English or using any slang language. Don't use it. If you use it, I will know you did. Yes, blessing, your hand is up. Go on. Yes, blessing.